You not walking in the wig. Like, oh, no. You see the wig? Yeah. Break it down for me. Yeah, get that for me. I gotta have my little rhythm thing. I gotta give me some different shit. Yeah.
I'm so used to
putting your foot on something. I'm getting used to it. So we appreciate everybody tuning in today with All Black Slate. You know what I'm saying? All Black Agenda. We're tuning in today with KG Smooth from 102.1. When y'all being serenaded by the smooth hammer tones voice, now you can put a face to the name. So tell them, you know what I'm saying, we here always talking about solutions and actions, what we talking about for the community. But we'll get into a little background, and KG go tell us a little bit about himself and what brings you here.
No, thank you, Lloyd, for having me. KG Smooth, as he said, also known as Chris. I did 2 seasons of this little dating reality show called Ready to Love on the Oprah Winfrey Network when they did the city of Houston. But I'm mainly known for hosting Majic After Dark, The Quiet Storm, 9 p.m., 1 a.m. on Majic 102.1. Been in Houston for, it'll be 9 years at the end of November.
9 years, man. You're a Houstonian by now. You know, it's a decade.
Oh, but yeah, listen, Texas is the best state, especially with everything that's going on right now. Like, we are in the best place to be for when the ish hit the fan and when it go down. We are in great shape in this state. I ain't worried about it now. The rest of them, I don't know. But us here,
right?
We good.
And look, I was telling somebody the other day, like, you don't understand. Like, if you was in another state, you would be probably on lockdown right now. You know, can't go into a place without your card in your hand. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right, yeah.
So, I love it.
So 9 years in Houston in November, and also the end of November make 21 years total that I had been in radio. And I always told myself, like, when the fun stops, it's time to go. So I'm still having fun.
Still fun? That's good. I think when you can bring your own personality to the job, I think, you know, you can make it fun. And if you're doing something that you love, and somebody asked me the other day, and I was having this talk with even Brother Deloitte Parker from the Shape Center, and he say people ask him this all the time, like, when are you going to retire? When are you going to stop? And he like, when do you stop doing something that you want to do? You know what I'm saying? And I thought that made so much sense. Like, you know, I don't ever see myself stopping, because this is what we want to do. This is what you want to do. And like you said, when the fun stops, maybe that's when I'll stop.
Yeah.
But like you say, when you bring your personality to it, I love it.
Yeah, I'm still having fun. And I love to educate. You know.
So tell me, what brought you to Houston?
Houston came calling me. So my program director, Terry Thomas, shout out to Terry Thomas, program director and operations manager for Radio 1 Houston. When I was living in Atlanta, because I was doing middays at a small mom and pop's broadcasting company in Columbus, Georgia. So shout out to Davis Broadcasting in Columbus, Georgia. I've been there for, you know, way too long than what I originally had.
You wanted to just be a small step and end up being a big step?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, actually fear set in. So when I got there in 05, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do my 2 years and be gone. When I was planning to leave in 08.
Hold on. What you mean? Hold on. You might have to tell the people. You said fear set in. Tell the people what you mean fear set in.
So when I was planning to leave in 08, that's when the economy collapsed in 08.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, people were losing jobs left and right, especially in our industry. Like, you know, they let go so many people, and people had triple, quadruple jobs. But the company that I work for, you know, they didn't let nobody go. And, you know, when I say fear set in, with that happening and knowing what was happening in the industry, I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna get no job. Like, oh, let me stay here. You know, and so that's what I mean by that. And then osmosis happened, and then I fell into that slump, and then I realized that I was beginning to act like them and move the way that they moved, and I had to snap out of that, like, yo, this ain't you, this ain't me. And so I did a faith walk, and you know, decided, like, I'm gonna leave here, because I felt like I had hit the glass ceiling. There was a big fish in a small pond, great ratings, hosted, you know, a local TV show, all of that. You know, me being a program director and wanting to program music, like, they wasn't trying to teach me. 'Cause, you know, in a small town like that, they've been there, they still there.
Right.
It ain't going nowhere. So
They done till they old, wrinkly, and retired.
exactly. So I just up and left one day. I didn't have nothing set up. Moved to Atlanta, and I was a promo model in Kiss 104.1 in Atlanta. Like, they were interested, but they was just taking me through the rigmarole.
Right.
And then Houston came calling. Terry Thomas came calling me, and Terry and I we worked together in Cincinnati at my very first radio station back in 2000.
It's funny you say that because I think most people not used to jobs just calling them out the blue without actually interviewing or going through 2-3 interviews. I ain't gonna lie, me IT, ain't nobody just called me like, "Lord, we'd love to have you." I wish that was the case.
Well, that all started with a tweet. It is so funny. I was getting ready to go to the dentist's office for a dentist appointment, and I just sent out a basic tweet like, "Getting ready to go get my teeth cleaned." And then as I'm getting ready, my phone rings, and I'm like, someone there. I'm like, "Who called me from Houston?" Like, if it's 7:45 here, it's 6:45 there.
Right.
And I'm like, "Hello," and she's like, "Hey, Kay, it's T. Like, are you not in radio?" Because on my Twitter bio, I was like, radio guy looking back to get in the game.
Right.
And so she was like, "I don't know why, even though I know y'all don't know why, I went to your profile and I saw that, and so I'm calling you, like, are you not working?" You know, and I was like, "Nah, I left Columbus, Georgia, here in Atlanta, boom, boom, boom." And so, make a long story short and a short story shorter, booked the flight. I came for a market visit like the third weekend in October. It was when they had Magic Under the Stars, so it was a nice rollout. Now they put me up. I'm staying at a hotel in the Galleria. It's this concert with Charlie Wilson and Jill Scott. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And then Houston just felt right.
VIP.
And so, I was like, "Yep, I'm doing it." And so, me and my girl, we broke up because she didn't want to come here. And
Wow.
Yeah.
She was from Atlanta.
yeah, well, from a small town in Alabama, but had lived there. And you know, yeah, things happened and it didn't work out.
Do you think do you ever regret saying you feel like you stayed? Do you think things would have been different with that relationship?
No.
So you like, it played the course that
It was like,
supposed to go.
yeah, it did, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I feel you. Look, I feel like, especially you being where you are and being here for so long, I can't say that anything was a mistake. And seeing that the success that you've had thus far, it's hard to say that anything is a mistake. I see it as learning lessons. We continue, and then we move on. That's where we go. But that's intense. So, what's next for you? I know you've been, you on the radio. You've been on TV. You TV star. You gonna be in a movie next?
Like, I mean, yeah, that's what we manifesting, bro. Like,
Come on.
More TV, more opportunities. Some things are happening.
Right. I see you coming. It look like they like you, so hey.
Yeah. So we just manifesting more.
For sure.
Yeah. More abundance, more whatever, more everything.
Okay. So now we done got into KG. You done been here for a decade. Here in Houston. What are some of the things? Again, a lot of times everybody that's looking and watching, we always put things back to the solutions and the things that we talk about in the community. Our Black Agenda, Got to Black Power. Again, you can pick it up online at ourblackslate.com on Amazon, or you can come here to the Black Store and pick it up. But we always talk about some of the issues. What are some of the things that you just seen that stuck out to you here in Houston that you may didn't see in Atlanta or may didn't see in Ohio where you grew up? What do you see as some of the big things that just stick out to you?
How the North Side gets so ignored.
Sure.
I think that's the North Side of Houston gets totally ignored. And I realized that when we had our first flood, not y'all, but when I had my first flood, and we were going up there and just seeing, because I love the North Side,
Right.
just seeing how, like, the food desert, just how neglected it looked, and how the listeners, the people that lived up there were saying, like, "Yo, we so glad to see y'all. Don't nobody ever come up here.
Right.
The cops don't do so." That was wild to me, but seeing who mainly live there,
Right.
Like, I was like,
It's funny you say that because we were just having that conversation. We have a business and politics meeting every second Monday of the month here at the Black Store, and we were just talking about the percentage of people that vote in different areas, and you know, about 15% or less people vote in on the north side. So that's your district. That's your district B, I believe. And on the north side, it's just not a lot of flowing. And I always ask people this question.
And that's the problem with the city. So the city needs to step up. I mean, all of these, all of this land that they're getting up there, these companies that's coming up there that's building stuff, like y'all didn't work out some sort of incentive, like, okay, if you're gonna do this, then we need to put this, you know, grocery store here or create this or something. Like, it has to be some type of bargaining thing, but clearly, you know, I don't know how city politics work, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, money is allocated.
Yeah, we just not, I put it like this, most of the time, especially, we're not in those conversations, and especially our businesses are not in those conversations. And I ask everybody this question, think about it now. We got black mayor, we got more black city councilmen than we ever had before. You know, we got reps, you know, Sheila, we got Al, we got everybody that's a part of the establishment of what we're doing. From 2016 to 2020, what is that percentage of black businesses that you think that contracted with the city of Houston? From 0 to 100, just what number you think?
From 2016 to 2020. And Super Bowl was here in...
Ooh, don't test my knowledge like that.
17?
Was it here?
I think it was 18.
18? Nah.
It was right before,
Was it-
right before the year before we had it.
What?
It was 2020.
I mean, the All-Star game was at
Well, it was
No,
here
no,
soon. I don't know when exactly it was.
I think the Super Bowl was here in 17.
17? Well, let's just say
17.
it's 17. Well, we still,
I think it was-
what
it was
percentage
17.
would you give it from 0 to 100?
If I had to guesstimate, Lloyd, I would say 35%.
35%? That's a good guess. But try 0.5%. Yeah. Actually, in Senator Rodney Ellis, County Commissioner Rodney Ellis had a $700 and some thousand study did over the course of a year, and that's what they concluded.
That was it. But they were touting it so much as if you were a black-owned business, you were going to have this opportunity.
See, but what happens is, here in Houston, is those processes are not regulated. So what happens is, I can use your business as a minority business in order to get this contract, but I don't have to keep you after I get it. So I can kick you off and get anybody else to do pertaining to work. And they've even taken this to judges here in Houston, but they've ruled that it's no harm because no money have transferred hands yet. But I'm like, hey, you used me to get this money. It's harm because I was promised this 13 or 5% in order to get this. So that,
Even if there wasn't a
process is not regulated.
written contract or affidavit, a verbal agreement is still a
Right.
contract.
But when you can't get the judges to enforce it, where does that leave us?
Well, we could go deeper into that, but
Right,
I don't
right.
think the people are ready.
No. We don't have to go deeper. But I definitely always ask people that because I think, like you say, it's a shocking number. I think just
0.5.
seeing when I seen it, I thought that it was just incredible. I'm like, man, this process, like, something gotta be, I gotta dig deeper into this. But I thought that it was just interesting, something like when you said, us being involved in those economic sources, this and that. It's easy for us to talk about it. It's easier for for them to say, hey, it's offered, but it's even harder for us to actually get it. And I tell people that everything that we do is political. How you get your roads paved is political. How you get your lights is political. Who is
Everything.
getting flooded and who not getting flooded. So, I just tell people, when it comes to that, not that I don't even like politics, it's not, but I understand you can't win a game if you're not participating.
Right.
So I tell people, regardless if you like it or not, it's just some things, it's like eating your veggies when you're young, it's doing you some good. You may not like it, but at the end of the day, it needs to be done.
Yeah.
But it's important. I like to say one of the things that I try not to stick with so much of the bad. We try to stick with the solutions. That's why we got the Black Store and the different things, and try to relate with individuals like yourself. And I can say this: KG has to be one of the realest people that I've had a conversation with that's known in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you done came together and had some real conversations without even one time. I don't even think we really knew each other. We just stopped and had a conversation. And I think that sometimes that's important. And a lot of people, they don't know me. They see tattoos and braids. They just, you don't know who you're talking to. And I think sometimes we do paint with that broad brush. But tell us something else. Tell us some things that you would like to see for the city of Houston and things that you feel like you would like to do and bring. I know y'all feel like you got some big plans or something here soon. What we looking forward to?
What I would really like for the city of Houston, because the city of Houston wants this for the city of Houston, is to really see us get that Olympic bid. That would be
big.
Yeah, I know it's been a thing. I would also like to see for the city of Houston to be the next media go-to market. There's not a lot of movies shot here, a lot of TV shows, or anything based out of Houston, or at least the setting is out of Houston. I'd like to see that. I think that since they still don't know what to do with the dome,
right,
turn that into a sound stage. Like bring Hollywood to Houston. Like we could possibly be the next Atlanta. We got so many people that are moving here from New York, LA, other places.
Well, I think it's just gonna be us to corral them. I think we just need to get a spot. I was just telling somebody the other day, I think we just need to get a little building art spot, start having audition shows, show what the talent is. I think a lot of us,
because it's a lot.
Well, go ahead and make the cat call. They coming if you call them. Come on.
What I'm saying? Yeah, so that, because I believe Houston can be that. It can be the next Atlanta. I mean, people, they take from the culture of Houston anyway, without giving it its credit.
Don't give us our due. Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Down
So,
south.
yeah, I would love to see that for Houston. Just more media things happening here, more TV shows, films being done here, because we can handle it. Yeah. As far as I go,
Can we see
I don't
you starting any businesses or doing anything big around here? What can we look forward to?
Well, I have partnered with Signature Sips,
Okay.
and they have crafted my first wine. It's a Moscato. It's called Quiet Storm Island Vibes Moscato. So the brand of the wine is called Quiet Storm, KG Smooth Quiet Storm, because I host the Quiet Storm. And this flavor is Island Vibes Moscato. And it launches, the Shopify will be up on Friday the 15th, but I'm going to do a online launch on Friday the 22nd.
22nd.
So,
okay, look. We got as long as we can get a couple bottles here in the store. I'm good with it. We're gonna have a taste test here at the store. I'm letting it be known because I'm about to force them right now. We have a taste test in the garden. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show a couple films, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna make it a thing, but after his big release. But we're gonna make it a thing in the back.
I like that,
look.
I like that.
We're gonna create the vibe. People gonna come. We're gonna sip. The Black Store gonna sponsor.
If you like Moscato, because this one is sweet. So if you like, a sweet wine is right up your alley. If you're not a sweet wine person,
man, you don't like it anyway. It's free. Come on in. Then you buy a bottle anyway for your mama, your auntie. Nah, we like it, but that is something that I would love to do. We'll make sure we set that up for sure.
Yeah, we can.
So the 22nd, I'm gonna make sure I put that in the bio and stuff for the video.
Okay.
So I'm there.
Thank you.
So I like it. We're gonna make sure that we get that Signature Sips. I see they everywhere now. We're gonna make sure.
Shout out to Hope Foster.
Come on.
Founder of Signature Sips. She's amazing.
So let the people know real quick when can they catch you on the radio?
Sure.
Where can they find you online? How can they find KG?
So you can listen to me, my show, Magic After Dark, The Quiet Storm, Sunday through Thursday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Majic 102.1. And you can follow me on Instagram at KG Smooth, on Twitter at IKG Facebook is Chris Green. And also, if you got cable and you got the Oprah Winfrey Network and you ain't watched season 3 and season 4 Ready to Love, show your boy some love and the city some love. Watch Ready to Love Last Resort and Ready to Love season 4 on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Come on, look, y'all make sure y'all tune in. And before everybody usually leave, again, we always talk about our Black agenda, Guide to Black Power. And it's a reason why I bring all these people on, because, you know, I make sure that we're gonna be connected in the community, connected in the things and the solutions. You know, I feel like it's good for us to have this face-to-face time when,
Absolutely.
you know, when it's really time to get stuff done. I think it's time to for us to really have those conversations in essence and solutions. And I think a lot of people like to see it, especially here in Houston. So, like I said, look, y'all heard it here. KG, get ready for the Moscato in the back. Catch the show. But again, All Black Slay, the Guide to Black Power. Make sure that y'all go pick it up. allblackslay.com. If y'all here in Houston, every second Monday of the month, we're here talking solutions, and it's going to be on live. So, you know, we're going to be getting everybody involved, whether you here or not. January 2022 is when the action and the fun starts. So y'all be keeping soon, keep up. We appreciate it. Thank you, KG, for coming through.
Lord.
Look, we here. Thank y'all, baby. We out.